it looked like it was night-night at 31-7. To their credit, Notre Dame fought back. Now, I don't know about that field goal try that clang. It wasn't a doink. It was a clang off the upright. They should have just gone for it there. They were down 16, but they made it interesting, and they fell short. Kudos to Ohio State, who looked like they were done. And they wanted to run Ryan Day out of Columbus after they lost to Michigan at home to cap the regular season. They got into the playoffs. They won every game, blew Oregon away, had that great game against Texas, sorry, Sims, and then won the national championship, I think for like the first time in 20-plus years, since the days of Maurice Claret, I think. That's the first time they've won the championship.
It was amazing to see because Ryan Day, I just Googled it. He has 10 losses in his coaching career as a head coach at Ohio State. And they were ready to fire this guy. And it makes me wonder, too, of like, I'm sure as magical as this season was, how many of these coaches, like, why do you even want to be in college? Like, you're 70-10, and like they want to get rid of you because you lost to your rival, but like the same year you go and win a national championship. Like, it's just so crazy to me. But Notre Dame just looked just more talented than Notre Dame as you're watching the game. And you know, the amazing thing to me is when you watch this game last night and you look at this young freshman, Jeremiah Smith, he's the best player on the field, and he's a freshman in college. And I'm sitting there like, man, if I'm an NFL team, I'm going and calling Roger Goodell, like, what do we need to do to just draft his rights now? And we'll give up. We'll give up the picks. We just want him at whatever he'll go when he's available, and we're willing to take him. If you're a bad team and you know you're not going to be good for a little while, I just want this kid, when he develops in 2 more years, I want him even more than I want him now. And I want him right now because I think he can play on Sunday right now as a true, like, it's just so rare to see a freshman have his physicality, size, and like everything at that such a young age. Well, the kid is a stud.
Well, and if you're Notre Dame, it's 3rd and 11. You stop him there, you're getting the ball back. You got a chance to force overtime. First overtime, right? Has there been an overtime in a national championship game? I don't know. They all blur together for me. My wife asked me the other day, who won it last year? And I had to stop and think about it. It all is just like lather, rinse, repeat, college football and basketball. But how in the world, when it's 3rd and 11, do you go single coverage on a guy who is as explosive as an NFL receiver right now? All-out blitz. Got rid of the ball right away, saw single coverage on the outside, and that was it. Great decision, great throw, great catch. But, man, that was the moment. And if you're Notre Dame, inexcusable, I think, to leave the most explosive player on the field in single coverage, Devin.
And sometimes it's hard. You don't have as much time in college as you have in the NFL of like drawing up these special things. But to me, like, this is just one day where we have this, you know, what we call a gotta have it moment in the game. And to me, if it's a gotta have it and I know they're going to run, I'm going to have one call. And if it's a gotta have it and I know they're going to pass, my call is going to involve double teaming Jeremiah Smith. Like, even if that means, hey, like, we're banking on them keeping the tight end in because there's a chance we don't get to cover this tight end because we're going to have to make them throw the ball elsewhere. And a credit to Ryan Day of like not being too cute, not seeing the play and being like, hey, Jeremiah, just run by him. We're like, you run by him, we're going to throw it up, and that's going to be the game. Like, we're not going to get cute and try to design all. You're better. You're a better player than the guy guarding you. And Christian Gray is a good corner from Notre Dame. It's just, again, this kid is just special. And, again, credit to them. But I agree with you. Like, there has to be certain things you're going to have to do in the game. And, I mean, Notre Dame did it. At the end of the game, they went all out, man-to-man. They were blitzing. They were leaving those guys out on the island. But to me, once it moved to 3rd and 11, we got to do something. Even if we don't double team them, it has to look like a double team all the way until the last minute to make the quarterback think twice if he can throw the ball there and force him to throw to somebody else. And now Ohio State has other good players that they could have thrown the ball to as well, but it just can't be him. It can't be him.
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.